If I put this drum loop over it, it's a sleepy lo-fi drum loop for 68 BPM, but then double time it and you get this. Hey guys, and welcome back to Astro Music and Tutorials. Guess what I have for you guys today? Another ambient plugin. So here's a little story, a little problem that I faced in the morning. So I actually had two ambient plugins that I discovered a few days back to show you guys today. They're both by a YouTuber and producer named Venus Theory, one of my favorite YouTubers and producers. But then this morning, like 10 minutes before I started recording, I just randomly went on YouTube and I discovered a new free plugin that he dropped. Now it's called Forms Piano, made by a collaboration between Venus Theory and Benn Jordan. Whether it's a free or paid plugin, if it has the words Venus Theory on the side of the plugin, it's gonna be insanely good. So yeah, let's get into the video and let me show you guys exactly what this plugin is. Now, before I jump right into the plugin, I have to warn you guys, this is not a standalone plugin. You need to have a sampler called Decent Sampler in order to use it. Now, what is Decent Sampler? Decent Sampler is basically the free version of Contact. Contact is also a sampler which basically acts as an intermediator between you and the sounds that you're using. Now, if you don't know what Decent Sampler is, how to get it, how to use it, leave a comment and I'll make a video about it in the future. And while you're there, maybe like and subscribe. You know, we're almost to 3,000. So anyway, Decent Sampler, and this is the Forms Piano. Looks beautiful for a free plugin. A lot of plugin companies out there, they think that just because their plugin is free, they skimp out on the aesthetics. Nope. That's a big no-no for me. It's simple, it's elegant, and let me show you the sounds. First of all, it has a few presets. Right off the bat, you can see that it has a piano preset. Let's just hear that first before we jump to the other sounds. Like I said in the beginning, I found this plugin 10 minutes before I started recording. I went through the sounds, and I'll tell you right off the bat, I would not download this plugin for the piano. For the bass foundation piano, it's not much. This is a soft piano, and it has one more piano, which is the piano tape, which is basically the lo-fi version of the previous piano. I didn't even explain the layout of the interface. It's a very basic layout, standard ADSR controls, attack, release, then you have your delay, time, and reverb. Types of reverb, that's pretty cool. This thing right here, the spread delay, this is something that I haven't seen very often. I didn't understand what it was until I heard one of the presets here. I'll show it to you in a second. Last thing you see is this big knob over here. That's basically the tone knob. As if the piano wasn't soft enough, if you want to make it even softer, this is your go-to knob. Now I'm going to show you the rest of the sounds. In particular, this one preset. I think is it Cycles or Dreams? It's one of these two. So yeah, it's Cycles. Cycles is the preset that I was talking about. Let me just show you what it sounds like. You cannot imagine the smile that came to my face when I heard that. Before I heard that, I didn't really know what spread delay was. Now I do. It basically delays the sound inconsistently and just spreads it all over the mix. That is just peak ambient. The rest of the pad sounds, now everything other than these two presets are basically pads. They're all ambient and textured. This is called Dreams. I didn't even change my hand position. I was just playing one chord that entire time. Pointillist. So those were some of the examples of the presets that it has. Now I'm gonna construct an ambient track and utilize the full potential of this plugin. So to make the piano progression, I'm gonna rely on the organic piano because it has a ton of great presets and I think it'll be a good fit for an ambient song. When it comes to bass pianos, this will do a much better job than the Forms piano. I've slapped a delay on the piano just to make it sound a little bit more ethereal. But later on, if the piano starts clashing with the pad sound that I showed you earlier, I'm going to take the delay off the piano. I think I have something. I'm not going to overthink. I'm just going to straight record it. Made a simple 8-bar chord progression. It's more than enough for what we need. I also added a quick bass. It's just following the bass notes of the piano notes, nothing special. Now we can get to the most important part of the video, playing with the Forms piano. I'm just gonna start with the cycles preset. I'm just gonna hold down 2 notes and let the magic happen. The root note and the 5th note of the scale that we're in. We'll do that and send this down. That's basically an inversion of the same chord that I just played, just for a little bit of variation. So it's gonna sound like this. It stagnates near the end there. It stagnates a little bit near the end, so let me just split this into 2. So together with the piano and the bass, it's going to sound like this. I need 2 more pad sounds. I do want a pad that also follows the same notes as the piano progression. I'm gonna use this, the cloud breaker. Let me just copy the top part of the piano. Raise it up an octave. And make sure it doesn't extend this much. Let's do this. We need it to be much more luscious than that. I'm gonna turn this pad sound all the way to the left. I don't want these notes to clash, and it's gonna start clashing. And ambient is a very dangerous genre, prone to having muddy mixes. So I can hear it completely on the left side now. Now for the 3rd Forms piano. I'm gonna go with this, pointillist. For this, I'll try these bass chords of the piano. Work, but raise it up an octave. Now I'm gonna turn this sound all the way to the right. I'm gonna play both of them together. It doesn't sound like much with no other sound in between. It sounds like too wide in the pads. So let's see it with the piano. And that first pad that I used, the one with all the ambient textures, we need to add a pancake. That should be enough. So this plugin actually has a 3rd piano that I forgot about called The Piano. Using that piano sound, I'm gonna make 1 more lead. And since right now the song is filled with piano notes basically everywhere, on the left, the right, the center, it's filled with piano notes. The only way I can make this lead actually stick is if I play off notes. my god, that was horrible. Yeah, this is not an ambient track. So I also recorded this thing in 120. I was supposed to be doing it in 60, but I thought I'd double time it to make recording a little bit less boring. I think this just turned into like a chill house track or something. Like, look at this. If I put this drum loop over it, it's a sleepy lo-fi drum loop for 68 BPM, but then double time it and you get this. Well, that was the beat. I hope you liked it, whatever that was, but I hope you liked the plugin. That's the main important part. So ambient, so textural. This is gonna be my go-to pad sound for a long time, I'm pretty sure. And I just got this plugin like half an hour ago or something, so there's still so much more to explore. So the link to the plugin will be in the description, along with the organic piano that I use to make the chord progression. If you like that piano, check out the link in the description. Use the code ASTRO20 for a 20% discount. If you're not sure about buying it, check out this video right here where I did a review on the whole plugin. There's also a free version of the plugin available if you want to test that out. And like I mentioned before, leave a comment if you want me to do a video about Decent Sampler, where to get it, how to get some good sounds, how to load the sounds, everything about it. I'll make a new video about it if you guys want, but you gotta let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, how am I gonna know? Anyway, like and subscribe if you like the video and the song, and I'll see you next week.